Hello, Austin County. Today I am in the living room with Kevin Bellville, the chief of the Bellville Police Department. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
We've had you here before, but we had you cooking last time.
Correct. Yes,
so we're not gonna make him cook this time. That's the next time, but we're gonna make him cook on his own. He brought his daughter with him in
Yeah, that was an experience.
It was fun. Now we're gonna talk about something that for some people they're very excited about and some people they're a little nervous about. It is the Rock the Country.
Correct.
And the reason I brought you on is I've heard people say, gee, I'm worried or I don't know. And I thought better than having hearsay, let's hear it, kind of from the horse's mouth.
Right.
All right. So basically, we're just going to jump right in. What kind of turnout are you anticipating for this event?
So I've been telling everyone basically, we deal with the fair every year.
Right.
And there's, Friday night and Saturday of the fair, we have pretty big crowds.
Okay.
What I expect is to be the fair on steroids.
Right.
But with the fair, we don't have as much help as we'll have with this event.
Okay.
The original numbers that we were told were somewhere around 20,000 tickets a day.
Okay.
The last numbers I heard were more around 9,000 to 10,000 tickets sold at this point in time.
Okay. But there's still a week or so.
Right. But there's still a week. And from what I understand, they have slashed the ticket price over the past week.
Okay. Yeah. And all those last minute people who are like, if it's just a little cheaper, I'll go. Right. They're going to buy their tickets now. Okay. And you talked about help. So other agencies that will be assisting, we know Bellville Police will be out there.
Right. So we'll have Bellville Police. All of my guys will be on duty and either at the fairgrounds or in the city working.
Okay.
Multiple units from the sheriff's office will be there. Sealy has already offered to help us out.
Right.
The state with DPS, they've advised that they're going to have 30 extra state troopers in the area.
Oh.
That is not for just the event. They will be in Austin County on patrol.
Okay. So.
But we also have a company that goes by Badge Hire, name of Badge Hire. They are helping out with getting the event staffed with officers from all over Texas.
Okay. And they will be outside on the roads in the event. Yes. So safety is the priority.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good deal. All right. And so when you're preparing for this, obviously you've got a lot of people. What are some of the concerns that you guys look at as you're planning? What are some of your safety concerns?
So, originally the first thing you want to look at is traffic. It's going to cause traffic issues. We ask that everyone be patient.
Right.
If there's things that you need, you might want to look into getting them Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
Not Friday and Saturday. Luckily, Bellville ISD canceled school along with Faith Academy. So, that'll help out with issues and getting kids moved around during the day. But, outside of traffic, of course, you're always looking for the unknown.
Right.
And that's part of our job is always trying to figure out, where someone could hurt you or where something could happen and try to be in that area to either prevent it or to stop it.
Well, and people need to pay attention too.
Correct.
That's, they always say, if you watch, you're there to help, but if you don't get in the situation in the first place, that's much better. All right. Traffic. You talked about traffic, and we know it's going to be a beast because 36 is pretty tight. Are y'all going to have officers out there directing traffic?
Yes, ma'am. So all that's being done through Rock the Country and Badge Hire.
Okay.
The last traffic plan that I saw that is still with TxDOT at the moment, it has, if you're coming from the Sealy Way, from I-10, you will exit at Hacienda. You'll take a right on Hacienda, go over the tracks, take a right and come up Went Road. So you'll come to 529 and come to the back entrance.
Okay.
Where the parking lot will be. If you're coming from Brenham or 290 Hempstead, you'll enter off of West Main, off of East Main, which is, you come over the tracks and you'll run straight to 529, which is your normal route to the fairground.
Okay. And we'll see about getting a map of that to show people.
Okay.
And we'll put that up on the screen then so people will know when it is. All right. Certain routes or areas to avoid during those peak times.
I mean, all of it is going to be hectic.
Like you said, don't go to Brookshire Brothers.
You don't have to be out, don't be out. But the main area that's going to be congested will be, Highway 36 up until Hacienda.
Okay.
And then Main Street coming from Brenham area, I expect that to be pretty heavy.
Okay. And road closures or detours. So other than the detours you talk about, you're not going to actually close any roads.
So the only road that the city is closing, it would be Anther Street, which is the road directly beside the fairgrounds.
Gotcha.
That connects 529 to 159 East.
Okay. And once again, we'll get a picture of that up so people can see, because not everybody knows, you know, we know it around here, but other people might not.
Right.
Okay. We know when we have an event like that, like this, people tend to want to have a good time, drink a beer or two.
Right.
Are they really, is that DWI? I mean, is that what our troopers are watching for? Is that what everybody's watching for?
So the troopers will be there for anything that we need, any assistance that we need. So if that is, they will be out enforcing the law. So if you happen to partake in a couple alcoholic beverages and you feel like you shouldn't be driving, I would say don't drive.
Okay. I've heard a couple people saying, you know, we're going to drive and drop them off.
Right.
And then, you know, somebody's going to come pick them up because they know, you know, they're some young men, they're going to be having a good time and they want to make sure they get to and from. Okay. The next thing is, like, my parents are the kind, oh, there's going to be so much noise. There's going to be so much disruption. What do you say to those people? We've got this. Be patient.
Right. Just please be patient.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be loud. I expect it to be loud, but it's just like the fair, right? There's plenty of nights at the fair that the music's cranked up pretty loud. It will be just for a couple hours. They advised us that by 11 o'clock, music should be off.
Okay.
So hopefully, you know, 11 o'clock, everybody can
calm down
and get out of there safely and get to where they're going.
All right. So I'll remind my mom, don't be calling saying it's 11:05. I still hear music. Okay. Is there anything specific other than the things you've talked about, like stay off the road if you don't have to go? Things that they can do to help everything run smoothly, like to help you.
Yeah. Just pack your patience. This is new for all of us. So you have multiple officers that are, you know, trying to work through it as well. And we just want everyone to come out, have a good time and get home safely.
And just be nice, kind of like in Roadhouse. You know, be nice.
That's right.
Just be nice. And that's the thing is, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here, but we all get frustrated. We all get aggravated. And if everybody can just be nice, take a breath, you know, that'll help. All right. I think we've covered everything, but is there anything that you want to leave Austin County with? This is your chance.
Yes. So please come out, patronize with Bellville next weekend. But this weekend, remember, we have the MS 150 coming through.
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
So if you want to see what traffic can be like before the Rock the Country, come out Saturday when all the bikes are coming through and we'll kind of work on some of your patience there.
Nope. I'm going to go do all my grocery shopping and I'm going to be in my house, sitting in my chair with a cat in my lap. So I don't have to worry about that. All right. So basically, the big thing is as far as you can tell, you have it handled.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. So we've had multiple meetings. We have, you know, feels like almost daily between myself and Chief Deputy Walls with the Sheriff's Office, Chief Grimes with Sealy PD, Roy Mercer, Emergency Management Coordinator here.
Okay.
And I mean, just almost daily we're having meetings where there's phone calls being made. There's something happening daily.
All right. And so, and that made me think about it. They'll have plenty of people out, like for if somebody would have an accident, EMS people on duty, get extra people. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys have it all.
They're bringing in a third-party EMS group, from what I understand.
Okay.
But we also will have Austin County EMS around to assist as well.
Which we love our Austin County EMS. They're awesome.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, and like I said, we'll have some maps up, like what he was talking about, so that you will have an idea. Pretty much be nice.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And until next time, be sure and like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel so that you can stay in touch and stay up to date. And until next time, keep smiling.